Hiya, hello everyone. Firstly, I'd just like to say that thanks a lot to every single one of you that shared and liked my videos. I managed to get to 1,000 subs, so I'm really happy with that progress on the channel, and I'm glad it's helping you all, and I'm glad you find it educational and entertaining. So yeah, cool. Thanks a lot, guys. Please smash that like button and subscribe and share and tell your friends and bring more people into the channel. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. So now we're just going to dive into the Bitcoin chart. As you can see, we was in this rising wedge here, if we've been following the past few days now, since the 8th of February that we broke out here and we went up into this rising wedge. But right now, as you can see in the charts, that Bitcoin's consistently making new all-time highs. It's currently sat at 51,600. So as I'm recording this, we're breaking new all-time highs. And as you can see, that the rising wedge, it kept touching this bottom of the wedge as support, eventually breaking out of the top. So like I said to you, rising wedges are traditionally bearish patterns indeed, but this is a bull market, and this is this is Bitcoin and this is Bitcoin. So with that said, you know, the rules and the cards are off the table for Bitcoin. It's a beast of its own. So this is actually great for the entire crypto space, guys. You know, yesterday we took a massive dump across the alts, and everyone's put their hands on their heads. Oh no, alt season, and the comments I've seen as well. Alt season's finished. See you into 2025, and all that. When you've got Bitcoin doing this, that alt season is far from finished. I'll tell you now, because this is just a healthy upwards progression for Bitcoin. And yeah, okay, the alts, and we've already spoke about that, what could potentially happen. We said that Bitcoin could break down and alts fly, or Bitcoin could go up and alts go sideways. So that's basically what's happening. What you'll see now in the charts is obviously alts going down a little bit against BC. That's because everyone's jumping ship into the Bitcoin, because when they see something going up, they join into the FOMO. And we have our targets up here of 53k for Bitcoin. But looking at it, we could potentially go even higher, because we could break out from this point down here to this initial breakout. So if we were to set a target right now at the top of this wedge down to the initial breakout, from the break of the top of the wedge, then that gives us a massive insane target all the way up there at 59, well, roughly 60k. So I'm going to mark that guy for you guys up there. I'll put a price sticker on it for you. So way up there at 60k. So you can see that in the charts now, we broke out this wedge. Very, very bullish indeed that we've done that. And Bitcoin could potentially just be on its way now. Test the 53k, which was the cup and handle formation that we was eyeballing. Do you remember this pattern here where we said we come down with a handle, we break out, and then we will eventually get to the 53k. So that looks on the table. That looks like it's potentially going to play out in the next coming hours to days. Probably today, the way Bitcoin's going. So even if you was to take the trade right here to the 53k, you could open a trade now on Bitcoin and you would be looking at a 3.25% gain on your long position on Bitcoin if you was to trade it right now. So what's the probability of us falling down? Well, yeah, there's always a probability, but right now Bitcoin looks super, super bullish, guys. You see that the volume's stepping in. Probably not as much volume as I would like to see in this move, but what we could eventually see is a big green candle like this, and it just make a massive move to the upside, sort of similar to what we've seen here. This move that we've just targeted from the initial breakout of the handle up to the top of the wedge. So that position there, which we've marked there, could take us all the way up to 60k. So we need high volume to come in for us to do that. So as you can see, it's just progressively going up at the moment, and I'm expecting it to get up to this mark at 53k and test it as resistance, purely because that's the breakout position from here that we've been eyeballing all along. So what does this spell for alts then, guys? The fact that Bitcoin's going up. Well, certain alts are riding along with Bitcoin, which again is positive, and it means that the alt season's not over. You know, with your alts, you best to sit on your hands. Don't sell them. Don't sell them, because you'll be selling them now at a loss if you've bought in higher than they are. You could swap them for Bitcoin. That is entirely up to you, because obviously it looks like Bitcoin's going to continue to go up here. If we was to pump to the upside right now, we have one big fat green candle from this point. You would be looking at a 16% trade on Bitcoin. So the only way I think that we could pump from this point right now up to that point is if we had some more news come out about a major company, i.e. Google, Amazon or something like that, that they were allocating funds into Bitcoin as a hedge or their cash reserves. That would send Bitcoin up to this target point right here, guys. So that is potentially what could happen. You never know. You know, things happen in Bitcoin. It's a crazy space. There's news coming out every day about adoption. You know, this guy bought that and that company bought this and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, you've got the FUD and yeah, you've got the hate, but it's progressively going up, guys. And like I said to you, that Bitcoin, the bull run of this cycle is predicted to end, and analysts are pretty spot on, because you know everything that's said about the halving, the increase in price, the decrease in supply, increase in the demand, and obviously the stock to flow ratio chart, which I've told you guys about before. If you've not seen that, just Google the stock to flow ratio, look it up. So it's insanely bullish for Bitcoin, guys, and given the times that we're in as well, there's more liquidity than ever. You've got the stimulus check coming into America soon, where I think everyone gets $2,000. Well, where are they going to put that? No other sector, no other market is making any kind of money other than crypto. It's an emerging market that's going to the moon. Yeah, that's just some positive feedback on Bitcoin there, guys. So just keep an eye on the charts over the next few days, hours, because it could literally just skyrocket to 60k. It could smash through this 50k resistance that we're going to meet. And so yeah, it's all good. So I'm just going to take a look at Ethereum right now. So jumping into Ethereum on the USD chart then, guys, you can see that it's bouncing quite nicely. It's actually this center line here of this channel is acting quite nice as support. So that's potentially something to keep an eye on, guys, moving forward, because you could see we bounce off on it there, we bounce off on it there, and again we're bouncing off it there. So what would be really nice, because out of all the alts, Ethereum's the one that's picking up the most. We could use this trend line here as a level of support moving forward. So potentially we could see another retest, something like this as we go up. And like I said to you, we could still afford to come down to the bottom of this channel here and still be bullish on Ethereum, so that it could potentially drop that much and we still be in a bull market. And like I said to you, these pullbacks and are perfectly healthy in the space. They're normal. Don't get scared. Just ride the waves, guys. You know, and the best thing you can do actually is hodl. Whatever you buy, just hodl. But if you are into the trading, then I'll help you to trade as best as I can, you know. So yesterday we said, I think we was up here somewhere. I can't exactly quite remember where we were, but I said you could open a short, and it did come down, but obviously it's bounced. But anyway, that's a different story. That's entirely up to you what you want to do. But just eyeballing these levels of support, you can see that we've had numerous touches at this resistance. Right here, 1, 2, almost 3, 4, multiple touches there, and then recent high just there. So what you can see here is what you can see forming here is just Ethereum was bouncing off the previous high. You see that there? That's one of the previous highs. So that is a major support level right now for Ethereum, is this mark here. So we'll mark that now. You can see that moving forward, this should act as support. We lose that and it's quite bearish for Ethereum. But what's positive is that Ethereum is moving with Bitcoin to a degree. Not massively, but it is moving with Bitcoin. So that's positive. You've got other alts that are not moving. They're sort of stagnant, going sideways or losing sats. So yeah, it's still positive for Ethereum, guys, and the outlook looks great. So as long as we can remain in this channel, like I said, we could even target this center line as support moving forward. You can see that it's bouncing nicely off it. It has been literally since it broke out above that there, up, down, test of support, there, resistance, test of support, test of support, test of support. So the probability is we could go up here, this target here. So if I delete this for you, so potentially we could be looking at a play like this. This is the 4-hourly chart, by the way, guys. So you could be potentially looking at a bit of crabbing, going up, testing up here, making a new all-time high, roughly towards $2,000, and then potentially come back down, staying in this channel again and just testing this center line as support. You can see how this center line of this trade, of this channel here that we've created, this trend line, you see, there's a lot of support and resistance there. So you got resistance there, support, 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 resistance, support, 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 support and resistance. So this is a good line to keep an eye on, guys. Keep an eye on that. I wish I could share the chart with you, really, so that you could have a look yourself and play with this chart. If anyone's got any ideas how I can do that, then please put that in the comments, because I've not got a clue. Do I publish it or something? But anyway, yeah, so that's all good. It's all good on Ethereum, guys. Still bullish, still bullish. So let's take a look at Reef. I made a video on Reef yesterday, and as you can see, let's just get rid of that support line there. So you can see, I think we set a price level there that would be the local bottom, and we did actually dump down to that level. If we take that out, you can see we're just hanging on by a thin thread in this channel here, guys. Look at that. I made that video yesterday saying that we potentially bounce here at the bottom of this channel. So this trend line has got to be taken seriously, because right now we are sort of staying in this trend. So for Reef, you know, a crucial time. I see a lot of FUD and a lot of negative comments about Reef regarding the developers and the tokenomics and stuff like that. But what you can see that the volume's picking up, so people are interested in trading it. It's getting a lot of attention, and you know, we are still in a bull market. As you know, you've seen Bitcoin going up, you've seen Ethereum carrying with Bitcoin. That doesn't necessarily mean that alts are going to die or go to zero, as some say. So these lines are terribly important, you know. So we've got the support there, we've come back down, we tested it there, and we're testing it in here. We just fell out a little bit, but we've not fell out completely. And like I said to you, if we was to fall out, then this level right here would be a major support level, because you can see it acted as support there, resistance, resistance, resistance. And when we broke through it, we did actually come down, test, and went to the moon. So this is a crucial time. This is a really crucial time. These are quite bullish candles just there. Half expecting this to turn green in the next hour or so. That looks like it could be a hammer. So if that goes green, even if it stays red, it's a hammer because of the body of the candle. If it shoots up more towards there, and we've got a bigger wick to the downside, that's known as a hammer, and that is actually a bullish candlestick pattern. You can Google that, guys. So yeah, that's positive for Reef. Again, if we can remain in this channel here, we'll be expecting to see something like this, and then a bounce to the upside, which would be great. So again, positive for Reef that we've maintained and stopped in this channel. We've not lost it. The minute we lose it, that's a minute, you know, you think, oh wow, okay, we could potentially go down even more here, and this level down here is the level that we would be eyeballing as support. If we was to break that, then yeah, then Reef's collapsed on itself, and it will take a long time to come back. But personally, I'm not expecting that, guys. I'm expecting the worst case scenario is we lose this channel, we break down, and we test this level here as support. So that's a 003. If we was to lose that channel right now over the next few days, we could be looking at a short position of 23%. So I think that Reef's already down something like 12% in the last day. So it could happen. It definitely could happen. You know, anything can happen in crypto. I'm just making you aware. But what I'm anticipating and what I think probably happened is that we've come down, we've tested this channel now as support. Okay, as you've seen in various other projects like Link and the Ethereum chart that I've been showing you, we do come down to the bottom in this trend line and test as support. It needs to, okay, to presume the healthy uptrend. So potentially what we're looking at with Reef is what I've targeted here: a bounce of support, a test of support, and then continuation. So that's Reef, guys. So we'll jump into the Chainlink chart right now. So as you can see, Chainlink has lost quite a lot of sats against Bitcoin, but we're targeting the USD chart at a minute. And again, just like I've spoken about in Reef, you know, it came down, tested the channel of support, and bounced around at the bottom of the channel as support for a few days there, and then broke out again. You can see this wick down here, support, and then went back up. This retest here, it didn't quite make the previous all-time high, but again, you can see this channel here is acting as major resistance. So moving forward with Link, something that you can keep an eye on going forward is, say that the Link picks up again, and does something like this over the next few days, then these levels up here, this is where you could potentially be looking to short Link, or sell, wait for the dip, and buy back in so you can acquire more Link. It's not financial advice, guys. It's just something that I'm seeing, you know, along this trend line. It's testing it numerous times here as resistance, okay, down here as support. Again, you could wait, sell your Link up here at the top, wait for the test of support, buy back in, so you've accumulated more Link. It's called swing trading. It's very swing trading is not for everyone, guys, and it's ultimately is risky because, you know, you can eventually make more money swing trading, obviously, because you acquire more of the crypto to sell later on at a higher price. That's how it works. But also, if you're looking to just accumulate more long term, then swing trading is good. But what could potentially happen with swing trading is you get up here at the top thinking it's going to top out, and then we have some news come out about how staking's out or anything like that, and it just explodes, and then you're left down here. You've sold down here and Link's gone up here, and then you're going to end up with less because you're going to FOMO back in. Again, not financial advice, but if you're just looking to make money in the short term, then yeah, then these are the levels that you can be targeting there, these support and resistance levels for swinging Link. But as you can see right now, Link is hitting this previous high there as a bit of resistance right now at 331.69. But again, we've not dropped all the way down into this channel, which is positive. I did say that it could have room, just like Ethereum, is to drop down into this channel, but the support is continuously moving up. The bottom of this channel as support is continuously moving up, guys, as we move through the cycle. You can see if you look at the bottom as well as the price to the right. So as we move up in this channel, support, the local bottom becomes higher and higher and higher and higher for Chainlink. So what I'm expecting for Chainlink and the rest of the alts, well, I'm expecting Bitcoin to go up to new all-time highs, and I think that alts will just sort of crab for a little bit, and then when Bitcoin cools down, alts will fly again. Just a rinse, repeat cycle. So I'm going to take a look at Oneinch. We like to cover a lot of projects here on the channel. We like to cover a lot of projects. So as you can see, with Oneinch here, we did say what is positive about Oneinch is the fact that we dumped so much, yet we didn't come down to this bottom, and that's just confirmation that we are looking at a triple bottom, guys. And a triple bottom is a very bullish continuation pattern, and this very similar pattern played out on RSR, and my targets were met. I'm not blowing my own trumpet, but I'm just saying be patient. This game is a long game. Things take quite a while to play out. They don't happen overnight, but the fact that we've come down, not quite come down this far, if you look, we're actually hitting this support here. We've hit that support multiple times, 1, 2, 3, almost 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is a major area level of support now. So what we'll do, we'll mark that up for you guys. So this is the support area. So you could basically say in this whole move now, the fact that Bitcoin's going up, the alts are going to flow with Bitcoin, but not necessarily as much in percentage increases, but they will trickle along with Bitcoin. We shouldn't be expecting a major crash, hopefully. But again, anything can happen in the market. It's not financial advice, but you could say that this potentially has formed a very local bottom for Oneinch now at $4.41. You could say that if we was to come back down, if we was to lose this now and come back down, then we would be expecting a bounce off there and then a retest up, because we have tested this level here 1, 2, almost 3, 4, 5, 6 times in this trend. So that could be the new local bottom for Oneinch. So if you're trading, guys, again, just keep an eye on it. If we was to dip again, then look at $4.41 to go long. Okay, so potentially moving forward for Oneinch, as you can see, we've got a lot of resistance up here. We need to break this channel in order to get to our target there of $6.01. So again, it's positive. The market, it looks like it's picking up. It's currently 4.75 up. Just going to jump into RSR because I want to see where our support targets are heading with RSR. I know it's a pretty long video, guys. I don't particularly want to just focus on one particular crypto project. These are some of my favorite projects that I'm eyeballing. So with RSR, you can see that we've been in this trade for a very long time now. We went up in this bull flag continuation pattern, trading just like we've said with Oneinch to triple bottom, and then it went up and continued, tested our target, got rejected, come back down. But what's positive here, if you look, we are forming what looks like potentially another bull flag, or bull pennant, sorry. And we just come down, tested it support. So again, this is good to keep an eye on, guys. This particular level here on RSR, these support levels, you can see we've tested it there, we almost tested it there. We could actually start and move that up a little bit with the trend. Move that up. What we've not done yet is tested this up here, anywhere up here, as a secondary test of resistance. So when we get that test, when we get up there and we test it, then we can connect these lines. You see, that's how it works. Like here we had these tests of support, and then we had numerous tests of resistance, so you can see what kind of channel you're trading in, and then you can do your trades within the channel, you know. So yeah, we need a pump on our RSR to come up to test the previous all-time high. But at the minute, you can see we are gradually coming up on this channel here, testing it as support. So again, still positive for RSR, potentially break up here and test the target of 10 cents eventually. So we're just going to put a channel in now for RSR. We're potentially trading up now. Touched there, we've touched there. Bring that down a bit. You see, with RSR, we could potentially be forming an upwards trending channel right now on RSR. We do something like that, so we get the touches in. So it'd be interesting to see now, guys, on RSR. I'm going to leave this channel here on RSR, because you can see we've had touches there, touch there, and this now is acting as resistance up here. So could we be forming a new channel where we're just going to trade like this? So I'm going to leave this trend on RSR for you guys, and we can keep an eye on that. So effectively, by the start of April, which is over a month and a half away, we could be up at 12 cents if we stay within this channel here. So anyway, that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you liked it. Please subscribe, please smash that like button, and yeah, please keep sharing the videos. I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Bye.